Dear Malcolm, thank you for the introduction. Many thanks to the European Internet Foundation for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to talk to you. Dear members of the Parliament, I'm delighted to be here and to contribute to the discussion of our digital future. The world around us is being digitalized, and atoms are moved to bits. Mobile phones have become incredible multifunctional devices, making many other devices disappear. Books have turned into e-books, and newspapers are old news when they are printed. Now we start printing real products in 3D. As a consequence, entire industries will be transformed. New ones will be born, and eventually some will disappear. 30 years ago, I received my first PC, Commodore C64, and started to write my very first software program. And yet, we still don't have a good foundation to build solid software. Software programming is rather art than engineering. There are 18.5 million software developers in the world, according to a recent IDC study. US is leading with 3.6 million software developers, followed by India with 2.75 million software developers. And with the rapid progress in Asia, India will overtake US in about 3 years. Looking further out is easy math. With an Indian population of 1.2 billion and half of the population under 25 years, we can see an avalanche of IT workforce growing. Same is true for China and other Asian countries. Europe will have an extremely hard time competing in the technology race. The US is still attractive enough to benefit from the situation today. They can pick and choose the best brains to further strengthen their IT position. Europe is losing its best IT entrepreneurs to US. And looking at Silicon Valley, where I used to live for 8 years, half of the IT workforce is coming from abroad. What can we do in Europe to keep up? With the IT workforce in mind, I would suggest the following to Europe. First, increase the productivity in software development. It is necessary that we increase the efficiency in software development to make up for the gap in the workforce. As a software industry, we are still in our infancy. The 18.5 million software developers worldwide have no common platform for developing well-engineered software solutions. We are lacking the necessary methodologies and tools to support efficient development processes. It's time to evolve software development into an engineering discipline. And Europe has its strength in engineering and can take the lead. Take, for example, our latest in-memory technology. It's a nice example of engineering. With this technology, we have brought back the math and predictability to large software systems. And second, invest in education. In most public schools, they are still working with traditional blackboards. And according to a recent study from the European Commission, 20% of students in grade 8 to 11 never use a computer during lessons. Let's change this if we want to be a serious player in the technology race. And we have to make Europe more attractive for European and foreign IT experts, to avoid a brain drain and to make it easier to get the best talents worldwide. And in providing easy access to investment capital. Our best IT entrepreneurs are leaving Europe. 3 weeks ago, I met Andy Bechtolsheim in Silicon Valley. He was the co-founder of Sun Microsystem, a German-born engineer who left Germany to US for good. When we in Europe start talking about new IT trends, it's already market reality in US. We have to turn this around and must take the lead in defining the digital future. At SAP, we see some strategic areas where Europe can take the lead. We want to take the advantage of the strengths in Europe, such as its dominance in engineering. And this is one of the reasons why we are planning to establish our new hub for strategic research and innovation in Berlin. Some of the strategic programs which we want to drive out of Europe are establishing a real-time platform for data fabrics, driving the future of cyber-physical systems and connected living, which Patrick mentioned briefly about the sensors, and rethinking security and cybersecurity. We strongly believe that Europe can become the leading player in these IT domains. We count on our excellent collaboration with the European Commission, particularly Mario Campolargo and his colleagues. And we especially welcome recent initiatives such as the European Cloud Partnership, the 5G PPP for next generation of internet usage, and the European Partnership for pushing big data technologies. To summarize Europe's future in the technology race, we are behind and in a catch-up mode. In order to succeed, we have to invest in our young European talents, in particular in software engineering, and to increase software development efficiency. We have to open up and make Europe more attractive to talents. We need to create a larger and more homogeneous IT market, and we need to provide easy access to investment capital. Most importantly, though, Europe needs to take the lead in defining our digital future. I would like to close with a remark of one of the most distinguished thought leaders in our industry and a good friend of mine, Alan Kay. He said, "The best way to predict the future is to invent it." Let's start with inventing our digital future before it's late. Thank you.